Okay, shalom, shalom, kal halalim, la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai, b'Hashem Rechakodash, double honors unto the apostles of GMS who rule well, who I learned this truth from, and salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that take heed. Alright, coming back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai, b'Hashem Rechakodash. I'm titled this lesson, Covet or Covetousness. The spirit was on us yesterday on the highways to get into different topics, but there was a scripture brought out, and the spirit kind of hit me to do this lesson. So I'm gonna get this. Well, actually, I'm gonna start off in the Apocrypha. This one, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? Right, and what does that mean? Earth and ashes is referring to men. All right, because from dust we are, and to dust we shall return. That's in Genesis 2 and 7. All right, our body is made up of the elements of the earth. So really, man, we're just earth and ashes, man. Why are men proud? You know, that was another topic discussed on the highways, because these people are proud, man. And pursuing to Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 12, you know, they the high and the mighty and the lofty and the proud, they're gonna be, you know, abased in that day when the Lord comes back, and and really only the Lord, He's gonna be the lofty one, the high one. All right. It says, there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. See, for such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth he casteth away his bowels. Right, and that speaks multitudes, because that's the condition of our people. Our people are destitute. Thank you to the so-called white man, Esau, you Edomites. But our people are destitute, so they want things, man. They want to eat. They envy the wicked, which we're not supposed to envy the wicked. We're not supposed to envy what this man has. You know, even at times in the flesh we get weak, and you know, we curse this devil out because he's in his prosperity. Which David did the same thing. He seen the wicked in prosperity, man. But a man that's very desirous, you know, and he'll go all out just to make it. Is that not Jake's statement? You know, is that not their MO? You know, man, I gotta go all out, right? I gotta make it. Well, that's a covetous spirit, you know. A person that desires other people's things, that's covetousness. We're gonna get the word as well, but I just wanted you brothers to remember this scripture, man, because these jakes out here, what are they doing? It says, for such an one setteth his own soul to sale. They're actually selling their own souls, man. They're making the deal, and they're giving away their soul, man. Meaning spiritually, they're bound with Satan, really, you know, and his physical counterpart, which is you Edomites, right? So let's get this word covet, right? Covetous, adjective, mid 13th century, inordinately desirous to obtain and possess, avaricious or avaricious, from Old French, desirous, covetous, from vulgar Latin, right? Going to Latin, cupiditas, meaning passionate desire, eagerness, ambition. It's funny, in this society, those are the things they push. Oh, you gotta be ambitious. You gotta be a monster. You gotta go. What do you want? What do you want in this life? You gotta go get it. Well, it all goes back to this devil, man, Aleister Crowley, and really it all goes back to just the spirit of Nimrod, man. You know, the spirit of Nimrod, and even really, to be honest, you know, I keep tracking back to really just back to the serpent, man. You know, the Most High said you can't do it. Well, you can, you know, and you can be prosperous, and you can have all these things, right? That spirit of Cain, man, Esau coming back, you know. But in this society, man, you got to be passionate, you got to be ambitious, right? very desirous, from cupir, long for, desire. Right? So let's get the law. Let's get the law. Let's get the understanding, the prudence, right? This is Exodus 20, verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Meaning, you see your neighbor's house, and you, man, I want that house, man. And you get that burning sensation in your chest, in your stomach. And you let that demon grow, man. You know, and you will do anything. You'll cross any line, man. You know, and again, that's today is the attitude, the MO of these Israelites. I'm not going back to broke, right? So what does that mean? Any deal, they're down for it, man. Any deal, man. Because they're not going back to broke. Right? In their minds, they have to make it. And the only way to so-called make it is what Esau tells them how it is. You know, that you're made. You know, in this society, you need this car, you need this house, you need the jewelry, and it's all corruptible, man. At the end of the day, you're corrupting your own soul, man. Right? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Is that not even a trend, man? That's like the standard. You know, that's like the standard of society, really, man. And it's all been prophesied, man. Yahweh Shai told us this is that generation, man, of adulterers and adulteresses. Because really, like even hip hop and rap, the earlies, man, the early 70s, which you had wicked Israelites, but really that shit started to come in the 80s, really the 90s, you know? I popped your woman, man, like Tupac and Biggie. You know, they went back and forth. You know, you claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. Right? And that's a trend. That was a trend. And now, like from late 2000s, you know, to the 2010s, that's all you hear, man. Fucking your bitch, doing this and taking your woman. And I got it. That's just a thing, man. Like, if you're not rapping like that, you're not hot, man. You're not popping. And that's a scary thing, that's a standard, man, because that is clean contrary to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. You got to take that into account. That is clean contrary, man. And that's just, when I hear that, I just, man, like you know, some songs you might hear the beat and you like it, and then I might hear that one verse and I'm like, fuck, I can't fuck with that song because I'm bobbing my head to that shit. I can't fuck with that. You're inviting them demons, man. You know? So you see? It says, nor his maid manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's, man. And that's why that spirit of brothers, man, you know, when a brother gets even new shoes, and a brother look, oh man, yeah, you got the new shoes, yeah, oh man, where do you get them, man? Oh, I wish I could have them. You know, if I always sometimes used to hear brothers say that, and I used to rebuke them, man. You can't be like that, man. Worry about yourself, man. Why are you looking at a next man's possessions, man? This is bullshit, man. I don't care if a brother gets Jordans or whatever kind of shoes. It's all garbage, man. It's all vanity. All right? But you're watching the next man's things, and you might start, look, man, you might what is that saying? Out of the frying pan into the fire. You might start talking like that, and then all of a sudden you catch yourself being jealous, man. And then all of a sudden you might actually start wishing ill on that brother, or being angry for some reason. And them demons, man, they just keep increasing. And all of a sudden you find yourself not liking the brother or just cursing him out, man. And yo, man, you're just adding sin unto sin, man. Right? Don't watch brothers, man. You know? You got to deal with what the Lord gave you to deal with. You know? Con. So let's go to this Isaiah 56 and 9. It says, all ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all ye beasts in the forest, which are these other nations, and they're devouring us, man. While you Israelites, man, you're on the corner, you know, in the housing projects with rats and roaches, you know, and mice and all kinds of vermins, man. You know, you got your fresh gear, and you guys are competing with one another, and them other nations, they're devouring you, man. They're selling you their food, their jewelry, goddamn blunt wraps, all kinds of merchandise. and you're bigging them up, but you're competing and you're coveting what your brother has, man. It's a damn shame that it's still a thing, but I remember, man, like late 90s, early 2000s, Jakes used to, hey man, they used to get got, from just sneakers, man, or even fucking if you got a nice jacket or whatever, man. But guys used to get shot for Reebok pumps, man, or Jordans or the new LeBrons, man. That's a damn shame, man. That's the covetous spirit that I'm referring to. It's a dangerous spirit, man. That's why. What did it say? There's not a more wicked man than a covetous man, right? Because again, why? He will cross every single line, right? To get what he wants, he desires. He lusts for. Okay, basically what he lusts for, man. Verse 10, his watchmen are blind, which who are our watchmen? Our leaders, man, who are our supposed leaders of the nation. They're blind. And they're watching out for themselves, man. And they're covetous. They're full of covetousness, right? They are all ignorant, which ignorant means lacking knowledge. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Because what is a dog? A dog is like an alarm. It warns you. When it barks, that means, hey, something's happening. There's someone out there, you know. And they're sleeping, man. They're dead. They're dead sleep, because everyone's looking out for their own gain, right? Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink. And tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant. Meaning Jake's just living, man. And I used to work for this Jake from Grenada years ago in construction. And man, he was just the epitome of what the apostles talk about when they talk about Israelites in church. This dude was a churchgoer, and I was in the car with him, and he stays having this Edomite pastor on, who's also I guess he's what do you call it, like a financial analyst, or a guy that watches the stocks or investments, how to make money. And that's all he's listening to, man. Prosperity, the prosperity doctrine. Which, there's nothing wrong with being prosperous, man. Again, but how do you use it, man? You use it in wickedness. You're using it in wickedness. This dude, this dude wasn't even. Sometimes he's supposed to pay you on a Friday. He doesn't show up, man. And then he'll give you your check on a Monday. And guys used to tell me, he has all kinds of not artifacts, but like what do you call that? Like very expensive pieces of like for example, like a painting. He had a painting that was worth like tens of thousands of dollars. Like, he was good, man. And what he was doing, he was getting guys like us from agencies or even youth employment centers. I was in my early 20s and shit, and he would pay us the bottom of the bottom, and sometimes, like I said, not even pay us late, and just trying to swim, just trying to cut corners any which way he can, man. And yet he's talking to me. Do you go to church? He said, why don't you go to church? Well, man, you Jakes, man, that are oppressing your brothers, man. Like this thing with the discomforter. A brother sent me a newspaper thing about how he's being charged, man, because he's been bilking, right? Which bilking, not milking, but bilking. If you look up the word bilking, bilking, that's it's a word that basically means getting money unjustly, right, or through fraud. And he got away with millions, man. That piece of shit. And you guys in that fucking thing, man. I used to talk to a woman that used to be in with discomforter, and she told me they celebrate birthdays with candles and cakes and all that shit, man. And they make a lot of money, man. They make a lot of money. $500 garments and all kinds of things, man. This is that kind of wickedness. IUIC, same thing, man. Again, man, you guys can say what do you want about GMS, but the apostles give you the straight raw truth, man. and they don't expect a damn thing from you. The least we can do is send our tithes, man. Send our 10%. You got these fucking guys talking about camp starter kits, $250 US, $500. Man, you Jakes, man, you're oppressing your own people. When Esau's oppressing you, Mosai's gonna mess you up, right? And you're coming in that spirit of Esau, man. All right, let's get this. This is in Micah. I'll start at verse 1. This is Micah 2 and 1. This is really Esau's spirit, man. He's the real covetous devil, man. And you got that spirit from him. You 2/3. Because there was always that appointed number of 2/3 that were just wicked, man. Just deal with it. Not all Israel's gonna make it. You know? You have guys talking about GMS, they're not the group to build the nation, and they promote division. And well, guess what? The Lord promotes division. Luke 12 and 49 or 12 and 49 or verse 51. One of those, it says the Lord is coming back for division, man. It's all about division, because how am I going to sit? I know I cannot sit with a man next to a man that's talking about, oh, you can omit the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You can call him whatever you want, man. I might give that guy a bitch slap, man, because that's some real disrespectful shit. Or a guy, I'm sitting next to a guy and he doesn't. He teaches the mark of the beast is some embargo or whatever, man. Christianity or whatever the hell. We can't get along, man. My spirit can't get along with you. We have to be on one accord. So the Lord is about division. And this is not the time for nation building. And my point about that is you always had that appointed number of wickedness, man. That's why in Jeremiah chapter 5 it says, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay snares. Matter of fact, Lord's will, I get that right after. But this is Micah 2 and 1. Getting on Esau. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And we're talking about the high principalities, these high witches and warlocks. Okay, that all they do, their whole job, their whole existence is devising, creating wickedness, iniquity, all kinds of works, all kinds of traps, man. It says, verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And how do these devils covet fields, man? Look what they did to the whole world. Let's start with when they came over to the West Indies, right? They conquered the Taínos and the Arawaks. They took them by how? Did they take them by a peace a trade treaty or a peace treaty or an agreement? No. You took it by violence. Right? These devils took this land, these continents by violence. Right? So who is this talking about? You Edomites, man. And you oppress a man in his heritage. Right? So you covet fields. Right? So I was gonna get the scripture in Jeremiah 5. Let's see what verse. Yeah, let's get verse 23. But this people, which is talking about you Israelites, had a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Right? Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord Yahweh our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholding good things from you. For verse 26, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich. See? And that's a lot of these pastors, man. And we've been saying this for years. We don't give a damn, because the doors of mercy are closing. The message is out there, man. And you Israelites, again, man, you went straight from the firing pan into the fire, right? That's what they did, because what do you call it, man? I lost my train of thought. Salakia. But they have become rich, man. A lot of these pastors, man, you're talking about, they got their own private jets, man. They got their, they ask their congregation, oh, I need money for this house, or for this. And look what Nate is doing. He's talking about, we need a jet, man. We can come pick you up. We need the congregation to give us money for this and that and a third, man. A lot of money being passed there, man. See, verse 28. They are waxing fat. They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. See, the Most High said, man, you guys are becoming more wicked than who I created to be the wicked, which is Esau. So there's going to be great judgment upon the 2/3, man. And what do you think that judgment is? In Babylon the Great, man, a lot of you Israelites, man, you're gonna feel a lot of terrible and see a lot of terrible things, man, via race riots, when martial law, when the grid is locked down, man. All right, when the FEMA camps come, and you have the guillotines, and you have the torture chambers, and you have the people on the red list, the blue list, and I think it's the yellow list, right? Man, a lot of you're gonna see a lot of things, man. You're gonna have rogues out there. You're gonna have all kinds of different gangs, all kinds of things happening, man. Right? It says, they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. See, so just like when the Pharisees and the Sadducees, when the Lord came around, man, when the Lord came about, they were living good, man. That's why the Lord, matter of fact, let's get that. Actually, let me finish this. Verse 29, shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A horrible and it's like a wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. Now, wonderful doesn't mean good. All wonderful means is full of wonder. You look at it, you're wondering, like, what the hell is going on? Right? Verse 31, the prophets prophesy falsely. Again, the churches, man. Prosperity doctrine. Everything is good. Love. Right? Don't worry about anything, man. You know, give me your tithe money and pray the Lord pay your rent this month. That's what these pastors do. Oh, and this is my train of thought that I lost. A lot of you jakes, man, there's a big thing going on where you're leaving the churches, which is good, but you're going where? You're going into witchcraft, man. A lot of black women, right? Which are Israelites, man. A lot of them, they're leaving the church, but they're going into the so-called the spirituality side, which is nothing but even more wickedness. You left one, witchcraft, one coven, and you went into another, right? It says, and the priests bear rule by their means. See, so whatever their means is, whatever their laws is, whatever they deem is right. And they use this law, the laws of the Most High, as a cloak, man. And my people love to have it so. And what will you do in the end thereof, man? And you love it. This is the way it is, right? So I'm going to get this in the book of Matthew, I believe it's 23rd chapter. This is Matthew 23:1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, which is the judgment seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. Right? But do ye not after their works, for they say and do not. So what they say, you do, because what they say is their cloak of covetousness, of wickedness. They use the cloak of the law to hide their own works, but what they're saying, do it, right? They tell you, don't steal, don't commit murder. They're telling you about the laws, but don't do what they're actually doing, their works. Because the Lord just said, they say and do not. Verse 4, for they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, like IUIC. Keep the law, the law, the law. The law, that's the only way you're going to make it, the law. And you're there pulling your hair out, man. Well, we know pursuant to Ephesians, right? I believe chapter 2, it says we are saved by grace, right? And by faith, Right? We're not saved by the law, because if we were judged upon the ordinances of the law, none of us, we would just be disintegrated right now. But the Lord hath mercy upon us, and he hath established his second covenant with his elect, starting with the elect. And the elect will bring back you 2/3ites, man. And you got to be humble as their babes, man. They're children. Goddamn Al Sharpton, Jesse Jack, yeah, all you guys, man. Farrakhan, you dumbass Latin tribes, you dumbass Gadites, man. You Native Americans, you chiefs, you great honorable chiefs. You're gonna come back as the elect's kids, man. You're gonna be having your head down, man. Right? It says, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. And that's Nate, man. That's Nate, Deacon Asaph, all you IUIC, IUCPK, all you clowns, man. All you clowns, that's you guys, man. You just sitting up there on your high horse, man. You're not preaching the right doctrine, right? You're taking people's money. You're just bamboozling people. Verse 5, but all their works they do for to be seen of men. The nice garments, the so-called orderly fashions, the marches, right? It says, they make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. All right, oh, hey, this is Rabbi, oh, hello, the greetings, and people looking at you all admirable, and, that's so-and-so, and he's the priest, and he's the chief, and, they love that vain, goddamn vanity, man. Right? Verse 8, but be ye not called Rabbi, for one is your master. Rabbi means master, even Mashiach, and all your brethren. See, the Lord, Yahushua, he even abased himself. But you know what? The Lord put him up. We're talking about Yahweh, Salakia. Yahweh put up Yahushua as the supreme being. And Yahweh raised up Yahushua to be the man. He's the man right now. Yahweh's sitting back. Yahushua is the man on the right-hand side, and all principalities and dominions are subject unto him. But Yahushua came and he abased himself. But Yahushua is a master, But when Yahushua came, he was abasing himself, right? He came humble. He came meek. Like when one of the men came, one young man, he came and he said, "Good master." And Yahushua said, "Why are you calling me good? There's only one that is good, which is Yahweh." So Yahushua was a very, very meek man upon this earth. And that is the similitude that we should follow after. Right? Neither be called masters, for one is your master, even Mashiach. Salakia, verse 9. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father, which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Mashiach. Right? But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. See? And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Right? And that was really it. The Lord starts, cursing them out, but that was the point I wanted. So again, that's a very heavy thing about covetousness, man. That's the condition that our people are in. That's why you see them and they're just going all out and they're in this weird spirit and you're wondering what the hell's going on. And these people are all, oh wow, they're so prosperous and look, they're so ambitious and they're really going after their goals and their dreams, and that's just a wicked, all you're seeing is a wicked covetous spirit, and you people are enchanted and you can't see past shit. Alright? So with that, I hope you brothers and you sisters were edified. I want to say, Kal Halalim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, who I learned the truth from, and salutations unto you, Akim and the Kwathim that do take heed. May Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai increase your faith. Until next time, Lord's will, Shalom.